it, loving it, loving it. Let's see. We have just started this on. Let's see people joining us around the world.
Yay.
Well done, well done. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello.
Hi, everyone.
This is the 9th episode, guys and girls. Hey.
Already. Can you believe that?
Correct.
Means we're doing it for 18 weeks already. So we do it every other week.
And we've been having these amazing backgrounds and backdrops. I mean, Vix, you're a master magician.
This is a busy one. This one's got stuff everywhere.
And
It's getting busier as the weeks go on. And Mateus has taken all of Marcel's drinks.
Here.
Yeah.
He was saying
Little
how nervous
overload.
he was, and like
No
we
pressure.
Fun for me.
No pressure.
Hey, I
The
see.
maple
Look,
syrup.
look. Yeah, Marcel's way up there at the top.
I'm not hiding in a bottle. I also like some nice gin also.
Oh, you like some gin? All right. We'll get our waiters to attend to those requests, and we might even throw Marcel into a drink or two if he gets a little thirsty. But again, welcome to Welcome to the HODLNOTS Happy Hour Hangout, episode number 9. We are live on Twitch as well as of now, and it's great to be back. There's so much happening over here in the HODLNOTS studio, over in HODLNOTS land, the den, the lodge in our community. We've got so much going on, and it's great to be part of such a vibrant and helpful community. And that's kind of like the ubiquitous theme for HODLNOTS, is with a strong community helping each other in real time from around the world as well. As you may have noticed, we have a slightly different looking badger. Yeah, it's the right side on that side next to me here. Yeah, exactly. Looking a little neater, a little grayer. Can you guys spot where Badger's hiding? Yep. All right. Good stuff. So how's the week been? It's been 2 weeks since I saw the last time I saw you guys here on the show. Have you been managing to scalp anything, Wendy?
Yes, we have. They're coin fronting, and I'll get into that when you're ready for that. And I'm going to show you what the markets are doing and some coins that you want to keep your eyes on right now.
Fantastic. Marcel, you been doing any scalping? I mean, I know you're a busy man.
I have, John. I've definitely been scalping. I've been kind of sticking to Binance for the last 2 weeks, but it's actually been quite good. I've tried to go back to basics a bit and go back to using my stop loss on every single trade. And yeah, it's been going well, even though the runs on Binance weren't as big as some of the other exchanges that we'll cover soon. Yeah, it was good. I want to quickly touch, however, on the target chase, if you don't mind, John.
Yeah, please, by all means, do jump in.
So we every couple of months we've got a target chase in the den where we have 2 teams. Way back we were like blue and purple team, then we went to a green and red team. But this time around we changed it up a bit. We said it's going to be South Africans against the world, because we have a big number of members residing in South Africa, whether they're from other countries. The residing part of the residing members in South Africa, it makes up quite a big part of our community. So we decided to make it fun and said South Africans against the world. And it was actually one of the best target chases we've had in probably a while. So I just want to quickly share some stats on, I'm not going to go into every single trade, but there was some big trades. Some of them were on one of the exchanges that we'll cover today. But we did in total, in 24 hours, the 2 teams, we did 233 trades. And we profited 500 and just over 520% in 24 hours.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's fantastic.
And
24 hours.
these teams were not like the whole den participating. We were like, I think 10 or 12 members per team.
Mm.
So it's not as if we 600 people trading 520%.
I think the South Africans had a couple more team members than Team World, so
Only
unfair
like 2
advantage
more,
there.
Vicky. I think we had like 2 more.
Uh-huh.
But remember, the South Africans did not have Vicky and we did not have Win. So you guys, for experience and skill set, you count for 5% at the time. Okay, so
Wow, that does make me feel good, Marcel, because that means that we trained people very well, and most of our
Yes.
community, especially South Africans, are rocking in scout training.
Yeah.
So that makes I'm kind of proud of that. So that's
That's
okay.
even-
I must admit, however, we were behind until about 40 minutes.
Then
It
you
was
guys
a
rocked it
really-
up when you woke up.
It was a really good ending. It was the South Africans leading by a lot. So when the South Africans went to bed, they were leading by 70%. And
Yes.
then
Yeah.
the Team World caught up and they were leading by about 68%. And then when everyone was up together, it was just back and forth, and yeah, pipped at the post.
Yeah.
I think the winning margin was about 15%,
Yeah.
and the
That's
average
pretty
trade
close.
was about 2.2%.
Sure.
So,
Mm.
and remember, these trades
Yeah.
happen in seconds.
Yep.
That's
Absolutely.
Me and Sean found some rockets, I think, in the morning.
Mm.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
were
For
quite
some
lucky there
rockets.
with MEXC, but thanks to you, Matthias. It's
You two, one is for us. I think.
John was in. I was calling it, and John jumped in. I didn't make it.
I had to, and it was a team effort. And I'm glad that we have a Swiss living in South Africa representing Team South Africa as well. So thanks, Matthias. But yeah, thanks, Marcel. That was amazing. It was probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, target chases. It was great. South Africa showing the world, but the world showing South Africa as well. And I know that there is a little bit of a grudge revenge match on the cards. Not that we revenge traded.
100%. Yes.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Game on.
I must also just add in, while we were asleep, the South Africans, the Australians decided to change the rules and add snuggles into the results. Yeah.
No,
That was Wendy.
had
That was Wendy. She made
somebody
the
had a
call.
successful one, and it was within the time frame.
And
That we
I
added
knew
it.
it's not gonna matter. I knew it's not gonna make a difference to the result. So I didn't veto it, and I think it went down well. Okay,
Yeah,
quickly share some of the results from the den, John.
Yeah, please do, by all means.
Can everyone see my screen?
Not quite yet.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Sorry,
There we
it is
go.
a bit laggy. I do apologize. Okay, so basically for the last week, then for those of you that's been going through these, you see normally we had a lot of Kucoin, we had a lot of Binance, but this week there's another exchange that's featured on here. So just quickly looking through some of these, we've started to ask the members just to tell us the actual amount of the duration of their trades. So you'll see this pop up more often, where we can see, just show everyone out there the actual duration. So someone grabbed 2.65% in 51 seconds. That's quite good.
Oh, we have
Oh,
another
really?
player that's under a minute. That's good. Love it.
Exactly. So so someone here trailed his stop loss up, and he made 10%, he or she made 10% in 14 minutes. So still a very short amount of time. Here was a snuggle, however, and this member actually managed to grab 42% in just over an hour.
There we
So
go.
we do get those.
That's a good one. That's an hour working. You could have made that probably scalp trading it as well. Same thing as a snuggle, but that's within the time frame. So I qualify that one too.
And again, 13%, 7.5%, 8%, 6%, 10%, 2 trades with 6.5%, another 4%. So the scalping this week was really, and all these were outside of the target chase. I didn't include any of the target chase results in this update. So this is apart from the other 520% that was scalped in
phenomenal, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So that was quite astonishing.
HODLNOTS isn't having any problems finding these running coins, are we?
Not
No.
at all. And the fact is that, we teach on the course Binance and Kucoin and MEXC.
Dun,
is
dun, dun,
not-
dun.
Yeah, exactly. And so the statement, there is always a coin running, could never be more pertinent than right now, because I bet you and we'll get more into it with Matthias, who's our special guest talking about MEXC, the number of coins on MEXC and on Kucoin and on Binance, there is something running all the time. And we're not just talking about 0.5%, like some of the large caps. We're looking at some really good ones. And how to catch those? Do the course. Yeah. If you haven't done it yet, for those who have done the course, you're in the den, you're in the lodge, and you're grabbing those. So there's some beautiful percentages there. Thanks, Badger. There's a quick question in the Q&A section. Of course, you ladies and gents are more than welcome to drop us any questions and any tips or anything else that you'd like to share in that Q&A down below. Karina is asking, is this recording available to listen to later? And if so, where would I be able to find it again? Of course it is. We record this every single episode, and we also share it. Once it is been rendered and edited, we'll upload it and we'll share with all of you. Definitely. Cool. So today, the theme, I don't know if you guys can gather around. Have you seen all the decor? Have you seen all these really cool North American things that we've included that Vicky has gone painstakingly through to find? I freaking love it. Still trying to understand one or two of them. When did you get all of them?
No.
Go.
Which one don't you get?
I don't know. They're all good. They're all good.
The one behind John's head.
Yeah, the seashells are maybe, I don't know. There's just so much on this one. It's just, wow.
Like
I like the, it looks like Ethereum down there in front of Dawn. You know,
It is.
those are some nice little Ethereum. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got
I
a whole-
like those.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of really cool ones. Vicky,
I
what's
don't know what that is.
what is this, Vix?
It's something to do about where MEXC is headquartered.
On the coast?
Ah.
No?
On the coast of Mexico?
No, they're not actually.
It sounds like seashells. It is
But
the
it's-
Seychelles.
Seychelles. Yeah.
Seychelles. So there's a
Love
little bit of a cryptic clue. Yeah, so MEXC. So for those of you who've been hiding under a 200 MA somewhere not aware of things, there's been some changes in the regulations around the KYC and also regarding Binance in the States. And them leaving in the regulations. It's been really tough for a number of our members in the Den and Lodge, and of course members within the Bitcoin TAF community as well, who previously could trade on Kucoin or Binance, and now are struggling too because there are KYC implications. Wendy and Vicky, you can give us a quick 30-second reminder as to why and some of the troubles that our members are having.
Well, with
Go for
Kucoin,
it,
with Kucoin KYC, the United States has put down this little foot. The SEC is a big bully bear, and it's just chasing all of the exchanges out and making it really difficult for Americans to trade. Don't take me off into that subject of the governmental rules, or we'll be on this call for a long time. But we have to find, we love our Canadians and we love our Americans, and we're really helping them get through the hoops to continue to trade. So a lot of them are in cryptocurrencies, but they're concerned about not being able to trade on Kucoin anymore. So Kucoin, because they cannot KYC, they don't meet the United States regulations, so they have to find another platform to trade on. So MEXC, there's several other ones. I could go and name off a whole bunch of them, but there are different coins on every single exchange. We do have bots running on 3 or 4 of them now, and we continue to make the effort to try and make the trading profitable and calling in the done, just like Marcel said. There's a lot of coins now on MEXC, so I'm excited to hear what Matthias has to talk about.
Absolutely. We had to bring in the Swiss specialists just to be able to give us some more precision around all of this. I mean, and that's where they invented cuckoo clocks and the Swiss Army knife. I mean, might as well get a specialist in on MEXC, you know, not based in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Seychelles. So Matthias, thank you so much for taking the time out. And, you know, like really tough research you've had to do, all those percentage gains. And I think the MEXC has helped a bit with you in your 3M challenge. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I could make some nice gains with some of these coins, but it's also like in Kucoin, you have to really know what you're doing. So there's some rockets in there, but I think Kucoin you need some time, and then also still figuring out how to deal with them and how to get some profit. Yes.
Yeah, but you've been doing well. We've been noticing. I've been gone through the den, and in terms of those percentages, and also the number of coins, and also like Vicky mentioned a while ago, a lot of the meme coins tend to launch on MEXC. So yeah, before they get launched on Kucoin. Yeah, so we'd love for you to be able to share with us as to what you found. You can share your screen, and you can tell us some of the similarities and some of the differences, some of the pros and the cons. Yeah, we're looking forward to it, Matthias. Thank you.
Okay, pleasure.
Let's do
it.
it.
By the way, this hockey stick up there suits me very well. So I play.
Does it? Perfect.
I play ice hockey. In Cape Town.
Nice. Fantastic.
In Cape Town, can you imagine a Swiss playing ice hockey in Cape Town? So
there is quite an active ice hockey league here. I've got a couple of friends who play, but it's not a winter sport here. We don't really get snow and ice.
It's a small world. Yes.
Yeah. Well, perfect.
Very
That's just
exotic.
Vicky. That's just Vicky in the room, really. So you can share screen. You just have to stop on that side. Yep.
Can you see anything?
You can see MEXC. We've got the landing page right there.
Nice. Okay. Good. All right. As I say, I'm not a master or black belt yet in MEXC, but I've worked with it now for 2 or 3 weeks and tried to figure out how this thing works. So I tried to compare it to Kucoin a little bit. The main reason I have switched to MEXC is not the KYC thing in my case, but it's more like that Binance and Kucoin were a bit quieter than usual. So I took the chance and got into this new thing here. So you see here the home screen. As you can see, there's already a rocket on here. I've mentioned before, as there are some coins which are really performing well. But you also have to take care, as also mentioned, that there could be some meme coins in there which are not, what would I say, the mechanism for MEXC is not that deep as for Binance. If you want to get a coin on Binance, I think you have to do more like audits and stuff like that.
Yes,
So
absolutely, and probably a much
not
higher.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a much higher listing fee. Yeah, one of the things, and we are going to talk about it, but is on that homepage, the very first thing that caught my eye there as well. It said there, lowest in fees. And look at that. We're spot scalpers. We don't trade in futures and everything else. How amazing. 0% in fees.
0%
Maker taker fees. Yeah, that's good. And futures. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that.
We're not in futures, but it's just for them to have 0% fees all the way around. That's pretty good.
That's a really good thing also for training if you want to just test it out, so you don't use that.
So very similar interfaces. So what we've seen, in terms of Kucoin and Binance, you've got the same thing. You've got the buy crypto with the same on Binance and Kucoin. You've got, normally you would have trade, but there you've got spot right up off the bat, and you've got futures right off the bat. So everything is there, quite simple, and that's quite a comprehensive menu as well. Because much on Binance, you've got the launch pool and the innovation zone. Here you got the launch pad. Some really, really exciting things on MEXC just off the bat. So yeah, let's have a look at that spot menu, Matthias.
Okay, I go into spot trading. This is my screen, how I've set it up. Of course, you also have the night and day switch, like in Kucoin. I go into the settings here on the upper right. You will see the basic settings here. You have less option than in other exchanges. Here you just have 3 layouts which you can change from. So the standard when you first log in is looks like that, like with the buyer and seller section, the chart. This looks similar, kind of like a Binance, I think. For me, I use this horizontal, this middle one to start with. And yeah, you got some settings here, but I won't go into that detail now.
Perfect.
The most important is that one. I use this screen because here on the left you see the actual coins running at the moment, or all the coins actually. MEXC has, I think, almost 2,000 coins just in spot, so quite a few. Also
So
new ones, new ones every day. So
sure, you can see that
a lot
if you
of
go over
choice.
to, sorry, it says that menu on the left there where it says all, and I
Yes.
think you're able to see. You showed me the other day, there was something like 1,900 and something odd coins on MEXC, and like 4 or 5 added
Yeah.
every day. Hey, oh.
Yeah, that's in the trading view scanner. You can see the actual
Yes.
spot
Oh, yeah.
coins. Almost 2,000 now. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. And
So you can see here the all and main innovation assessment, all the different categories. You can do change here as well, like in the other, like in Kucoin, and you see the runners right away. Usually you have some high percentages up here, and you think, oh, what's that? These are usually the new coins, say in Cyber, that just came in yesterday, and usually they spike up in the first minute. They spike up quite a lot of percentages. So it can be a good coin to scalp, but be careful with these new coins, because usually they just shoot up and then go sideways. Just to take it easy with these. So
yeah,
if you wanna trade them, just do some research before you get in. If this is, because as I said, there can be also a meme coin or even a S coin. So be careful.
Yeah, we have mentioned before as well with a lot of our members in the den. It's very alluring or very attractive to jump onto these new coins, but they're very volatile. What often happens with the launch of these coins, a lot of the early investors and stuff will sell their shares, and they end up with the coin tanking. And again, because we use TradingView, often on the 1 minute you don't have enough data, let alone the 5 or 15 minutes to be able to see, where are the Bollinger Bands, what's the cloud doing, where's Barney, MACD, and all of that. So it's a lot more risky. So again, always do your due diligence and research, like Matthias said. So that's quite cool. I like the fact that with this horizontal layout, you've got all the coins there. You can assort according to innovation or just the main ones or meme coins. Very cool. I like that. And obviously USDT pairings. Very cool. All right. What else did you find that's quite similar in terms of MEXC, in terms of this layout with your chart? You got the order books. What else have you got there, Matthias?
One thing, a bit of a downgrade is this candle. You don't have the Heiken Ashi candles in here. So you have to live with the normal candles. You always have to use TradingView if you want to really look at the charts clearly, because this one is, it's not that sophisticated like the other ones. Also with the indicators, you don't have favorites in your indicators. You can just add. My network is a bit slow at the moment. Here, you don't have favorites you can set up. You always have to put it in manually again, all your indicators, so that this is a bit,
But that's exactly why we teach. That's why we teach to use TradingView. Set it up. You've got the powerful HODLnator, and I know that some people like to use the exchange charts on the 1 minute to follow the coin. But when you got TradingView and everything there, you're okay.
Exactly. So
Mateus, do you find that MEXC loses indicators like Kucoin does, or are your indicators normally
Mm.
always there?
I think that's a good thing. Yeah, if you put it there, they stay there. So my Bollinger and my
Good.
cloud is still here. So I logged in several times now. So that's a good thing. Yeah, it stays here. But yeah, you can't do the hiking ashi. So maybe you can find out more, or you can go to original view if it's a bit if you can work better with that.
Okay.
Then what we have here on the left, it's the same. We got these trading view tools you can use. We got here the measure. You can use here the measure part. Sorry. So one other thing here is that a depth chart. You don't have the depth chart on your right like in Kucoin. In Kucoin, you can put it on your right. Here you have the depth chart in the middle. So if you have trading view on your right and the exchange on your left, you can see the depth chart in here if you were using that regularly.
It's funny enough, Kucoin goes through these changes, Mateus. I see the new layout for Kucoin. They've gone back to this setup now where you've actually got either the chart or you've got the market depth. It used to be there with the order books. And I think it does depend on countries. I mean, sometimes they roll it out differently, but yeah, this is the one thing with MEXC is that you can't have that market depth or order book depth on the side and have the chart. Can't have everything, but I think they might shift it again in time.
Yeah, that's the new Kucoin layouts. Yeah, that's we got to figure that out as well. So because there you lose all the indicators as well. Okay, we have the order book on your right here. It's also cumulative buyers and the sellers. So also here you have to watch out for the liquidity, as you will learn in the HODLNOTS. You can do here buyers only or sellers only as well. Also watch out for this liquidity, also for the pricing. It can be quite a gap between the buyers and the sellers as well from the price point of view. So if you got higher amounts, you also have to watch out for that. Then we have here the buy and sell section. Limit market is the same as any exchanges. You can do a limit buy here. You can also click here into the order book to fill out the price field. You can copy it and paste. And here it's the same for US dollar amount. You can also use this glider, or you just type it in. Minimum is also $5 here. MEXC, you can't put in $2. You have to put in 5.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Tell me one thing, Mateus, just on this note, because the way we teach and a lot of our members within the Den who are part of the 3M challenge, sometimes you only want to trade with a certain amount of funds. So is there, with MEXC, is there like, with Kucoin, you get your funding and your trading account, and with Binance, you've got your spot wallet and maybe your funding account to put extra reserves. Is there something similar for MEXC?
No. In here you only have one wallet for spot futures, fiat. You don't have especially a trading funding. So what I do, I just change my USDT to USDC and leave it in there. So and if I wanna, so USDC is kind of like my funding wallet. Yeah. So.
Okay.
We can't do that here. But I will talk about this wallet a bit later as well, what you can do with that. Okay, market as well. You can use it the same as the other exchanges. Just be careful with market. I find that sometimes it doesn't really fill the order. Also with markets. You have to be careful that it will be, especially with low liquidity coins. You have to be careful. It doesn't always work like in Kucoin. it doesn't always fill. That's what I find. But I have to do some more testing. But just that be careful with markets, buy and sell. Then we have the stop limit, the stop loss, which you always should use. That's the only option we have here. That's a big change to the other exchanges where you have OCO, you have trailing. Also in Kucoin, you have also trailing up. You have triggers. Yeah. So here you only have a stop limit. That's it. Can be a good thing if you only use this one, but just that you only have stop limits here, where you can also use the order book to fill and to get your pricing in same US dollar amounts and get this stop loss in. The good thing here is if you got a stop loss, it will show on the screen here, like in Binance. So if you have a stop loss in, it will show up here, and you can also cancel it as well on the screen.
Yeah, I've seen that in action, and it's really nice because when you have a stop limit in place on Binance, it actually has that dotted line that shows you that price as well, and MEXC is the same as well. We're not going to get you to do it right now, but yeah, okay. That's great. Thanks for that tip there, Matthias.
All right. Okay, this is the buy and selling. One important thing I found that it's especially now because we got some issues in South Africa with our internet. We always got some issues, so it's a power outage, but now the internet is a bit lagging, and with Kucoin I have really some issues. When you do want to do scalping, you have to be fast, and Kucoin sometimes takes 5 seconds to do a market sell, and that's for Kucoin, that's eternal, and you're down 10% just because of lagging. So that was another thing I changed to MEXC. Because it's really quite quick if you do market sell.
Good to know.
Market buy, market sell, quite quick. Yeah. So you're out quite quickly. That's a really good thing. You see here network errors.
Okay, so while we're waiting for that network, it's fine. Matthias, for those who just tuned in, or those who are unsure, did you have to KYC for MEXC?
No.
So there's no limitations regarding that at the moment? No,
I just used my email address. You got some tools where you even can hide your email, so you don't have to give your official email address. You can just sign up with that.
That's fantastic.
That's really
brilliant.
Good, yeah.
Well, so far, but I mean, what you've also shown us so far as well, it's really very similar so far in terms of some of the differences we've got are, no hike in ASHI, but that's what TradingView is for, okay? And then in terms of you saying that sometimes that the market only partially fills, which is a bit of a weird thing, but also you have to look, as per usual, do your research, make sure that there is enough liquidity around those coins. And there was something that's really interesting. Obviously, with a lot of these meme coins, you had Pac-Man up a little earlier, and I know that I'm not sure if it's going to be able to pull through because of that network at the moment, but how do you deal with, I mean, sometimes these coins don't have, or they have many zeros, or you're not able to use the measured toolbar like you would on TradingView as an example. I mean, there, for instance, you've got, I can't even count the zeros. I do know, I don't know if you have a separate trick, but one of our members in Canada, Jeffrey, he's got a really great tip that he wants to share. So I don't know if while
Great.
Jeffrey, you can unmute yourself if you want. But Jeffrey, welcome to it. Good early morning to you. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Good morning to my fellow HODLNOTers. How are you guys doing? Hey. So what I found out was was actually during the yellow dot call back in last night Canada time with Vicky. Thank you very much, Vicky. We were having some discussion about the stochastic and the RSI, and when we were looking at some MEXC coins that had the extremely small values, and thank you very much for sharing your screen there. This is proof, Wendy, that engineers are worth after all. I looked at this.
Oh, always.
I looked at this and I thought, oh yeah, well I solved that in my programming when you just bring these numbers to more understandable levels by multiplying by, let's say, 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000, and you can do that when you have the right version of TradingView. So when you're searching for a coin, so in this case, Vicky has up. I assume this is your screen.
It
Vicky.
is Jeffrey Milo.
Milo?
Just before we go into that, I
Yeah.
just want to show everyone to understand what happens here, because it's extremely
Yeah.
frustrating for us as scalpers not
Yeah.
to be able to measure. This is what we do. We want to see what is the percentage we can get here, and it doesn't give it to us. So that's
Yeah.
one of the things we can't do with these really small coins. And the other thing is
And look,
here
the
is
MACD. The
yeah,
MACD
the
is not even
MACD's
there.
disappeared, the RSI's disappeared. There's just no way to get it back.
RSI is stuck at 100%. It's just
Yeah.
all messed up, and this is because the formulas used to calculate these charts cannot deal with such small numbers. They're just seeing it as a zero and trying to deal with it. So by bringing these numbers closer, bringing the decimal closer to where the data is, you'll be able to get these charts back. So what you have to do is when you get to the point of searching for the coin, so in this case it's Milo USD, I would assume, you have to spell it out in full, and then you put a star in for the multiplication, and then you put in 1,000,000, like 1 and 6 zeros, or a billion. It doesn't really matter how much you put in, as long as the decimal point gets a little better, and that will redo the chart and redo the values and just press enter, and it's
And voila.
yeah, all of a sudden you have
How
your
many-
MACD.
I'm
And you-
shocked. I mean,
Yes,
how many zeros did you have to put in? I mean, what?
It doesn't matter, but look at the value of the coin. I suggested to Vicky there to put
Wow.
1,000,000, and you could actually put 1,000,000,000 in 1 and 9 zeros, and the values would look even better. But still, when you're dealing with 0.004 now, it's a lot easier to understand as well. And really, the amount of the coin doesn't matter to us, it's the percentages. So Vicky, demonstrate on that run there, the percentage run, and you'll see right away now TradingView has no trouble showing you the
We can
percent.
see the percentage. So as Jeffrey was saying, this is
Nice.
now not the real price, but as scalpers, we're not really caring too much about the price. We're more about the percentage. So now we can see
Percentage
that it's the percentage. Exactly. I'm on an hour chart, but you can do it the same on a minute chart. So just be cognizant that this is not the real price, because we've changed it with our 1,000,000 times 1,000,000. But you can now do the MACD works, the RSI works, the measure tool works, and I think that's an amazing tip.
Could you go
So-
through that one more time? Go through that one more
Yeah.
time on a
Yeah.
different coin.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do a different. I'm just looking for another
'Cause
one.
I'm just
that it might
amazed. I'm
happen
like,
with.
wow.
Okay,
But-
this one maybe.
BOB puppy.
There
Oh,
we
yeah.
go.
OG flow.
There you go. There's one.
Okay,
There's
so that
definitely-
one. So basically, you have to type in its code and what you're trading in against. So we would type, and you just
G
type. You don't
Floki.
have to
Okay.
click anything. You can just actually type on your screen. GFLOKI USDT. And then Jeffrey's tip was to multiply it, which is actually this little. It's well,
The star.
Control
Yeah.
Shift 8.
A star. The
A
star.
star, yep. And then by 1,000,000, so 1 and 6 zeros. Oops, 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No,
And
wait.
it really
1,
doesn't matter how many
It
zeros,
doesn't- yeah,
because
it'll just remove the decimals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then just hit enter. So it doesn't, I've noticed it doesn't actually come up here. So you can't select
No.
it, but
no,
you just
you are
hit the
creating
enter
a
key.
formula, programmatic formula.
And
There
that
it
didn't- There it
is.
is. Okay,
So
cool.
there you go. I thought
What
that
a
was a
great tip.
fantastic
The
tip.
buy and sell tags show. There's so many extra things that, well, so many things you suddenly realize are missing when you're looking at the raw coin. You have to use this tip to
What a
make it-
great tip for everybody.
there's-
Wait, on
Tip.
MEXC
There's
now.
only one proviso though. If you don't have if you have a lower
Mm.
paid TradingView account, this as soon as you try to go less than a day time frame, it will right away bump you back to a day. It won't let you do this on lower time frames.
Okay.
You have to have the Pro Plus level or the premium level, unfortunately. So
Okay.
there's it's a big caveat.
There's
I
always
just
something,
discovered
isn't
that.
there? But we can help each other out in the den. If
Yeah.
someone doesn't have it, we can do
Sure.
it for them.
That is super. Thank you, Engineer Jeffrey Stricker.
It's
Thank you very much.
amazing.
You're welcome.
We love our engineers.
We
for
do. We
figuring
love,
stuff out.
love our
Fun.
Of
hot,
course you do, Wendy.
yeah, and our large
Thank
members.
goodness someone can do
Yeah,
math, because I can't do math.
Amen.
yeah, with all those zeros, I'd get lost as well. But anyway, thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks very much. And this is the power of HODLNOTS in our community, you know, spending time with MEXC and then obviously, you know, working out little shortcuts like that. Matthias, you can go back to your chart if you like, and we can have a look. I think you had a little trick that you shared in the den that somebody also had to ask around, how do we measure this? Because you can't use your measure tool, which measures time and percentages. You can use the price range tool, but did you have a little trick there on TradingView?
There's one you can do in here. If you can't get the percentages, you just right click on the price scale, and there's a percentage function. So you can see here at least that's 30%, 40% here from this coin.
So that's pretty neat.
I
You find
think
a
the
coin
measure
running.
tool that works now.
There we go.
Yes.
That's on the 5-minute
Exactly.
chart. There we
You
go.
can
So you
do-
can switch over.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So between the
Yeah.
engineering
So
slide
now
and
we
then
go back.
something on TradingView as well, something for everybody, for those of you who have Pro Plus
Definitely.
Premium, that's a really nice option that Jeffrey gave us. Jeffrey, I don't know how you found that. You probably just worked that out in your head. Congrats. And then something on it for us more simple folk, just changing the scale on the right-hand side. Cool. That's awesome, Matthias. Can we switch back over to MEXC and have a look at a couple more other similarities and pros and cons? We've obviously got the open orders and order history, trade history, and open positions as well. That's interesting.
Exactly. Yes.
It looks
just
very
one thing to
similar to
note,
Binance.
that
It looks
you-
very similar to the Binance setting.
Yeah, you can't do this in Kucoin, but you can edit it in here as well. That's a good thing. Order history, trade history is the same, and then good thing here, we also got the open positions, so you don't have to switch to your trading or funding wallet like in Kucoin. So you can see your positions you got in here as well. So you can. So if I want to get my profits into USDC, can change if my internet USDC token, but I'm offline as you can see now. So I could now, so I can go from yep. It's even worse in the evening. You can't really
Oopsie.
scalp in the evening.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say you were.
everybody's watching Netflix.
It's difficult when
here.
you're trying to share. This is why Wendy doesn't trade, when on
Mhm.
Zoom. It's because of this. So, ladies and gents, those who are watching, don't blame Matthias. He's got a really good internet connection. It's a Zoom, showing everything. Matthias?
Mm.
Okay. All right. Yes, you can jump into this coin right away in here. You can also see here the plus and minus image with this coin as well. Yeah, that's a good thing that you don't have to switch coins or switch screens. Yeah, that's what this is. The open positions, order history. You have 180 days in here.
Oh, wow.
You can also change here to filled or cancelled orders. This
Okay.
is what else can do. You can also
Partial.
put in a start and end date.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you can do too.
So,
It also
yes.
takes a while to show up if you're in a trade.
Mhm.
If you are in a trade and can't see your buy, I just switch back here. Just that you can see your order, so you know which price you got when you bought. So you can also kind of copy that price if you want to do a stop loss. I always switch back and forth so you can see the newest entry. Yeah, that's about this order section. Shall I talk about the new coins a bit as well?
Yeah, by all means, we've got a couple of minutes left. It's very exciting, and like Fix mentioned, we mentioned meme coins. There are a lot of very exciting ones. Again, a lot of them have many zeros. We have fixes for those, of course. And but I just want to kind of just before we get into that, just want to get into some of the similarities, differences. What you can do is, like, obviously we would be trading mostly USDT pairings. If you have, other funds and maybe some of your main capital funds, you can convert that into USDC, another stable coin, so that you're not trading 100% of your scalping portfolio at a time, or your total crypto portfolio. That's really nice. I like the fact that if you need to do a history search, you got 180 days versus the 90 days on Kucoin in terms of going back to search. Nice also be able to filter which were partially canceled. I also like, there were a couple other things as well that I liked, but yeah, I think for a lot of people who are wanting to or having to switch over to Kucoin or to Binance because of KYC and regulations, MEXC's got a lot to offer. And again, you've got TradingView there to back you up in terms of, using the HODLnator, checking your indicators, using Heikin-Ashi candles if you prefer. Yeah, so quickly, Matthias, you can show us some of those coins quick.
Yep. So if you want to have an overview, you can obviously go to market, like in most exchanges. You have here the market data with runners and newest. You also can filter with USDT here. You can also do change here as well. It's a pretty good handy thing. You can also go into a trading view, or into the trade as well right away. Also here, the different compartments. If you scroll down, you will see how many coins they got. If you go back to markets home screen, you should see the new ones here. So you get the newest here. There are about, I would say, about 3 to 4 new coins almost every day in MEXC. So if you like new coins, that's the right place to be. I think even on Saturday, they got new coins. So
yeah, I see Elmo is about to launch in 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So I'm almost tempted to go and have a look, see what Elmo is doing. Yeah, there's so much to MEXC.
One other thing you can do, you can go to your wallet, to your spot wallet, and there you also see the new coins coming up. But for that, you have to untick the hide small balances. So I should see my asset list here shortly.
Yeah, there we go.
My asset list, and down here, if you scroll down in your wallet, you also see the new coins coming up. So you can see the starting time in here as well. Sometimes in here are even more than on the market. That's what I found. Sometimes here are less coins listed than in your wallet. In your wallet, you have all of them.
That's pretty amazing, actually, and that's a good tip there. Make sure that you do untick hide small or low USDT balances.
Yes.
And then, yeah, that's great. I see there's one launching now. There's one in an hour and 5 minutes time, another in 2 hours and 5 minutes time. And again, just a disclaimer, make sure that if you are looking to get into any of those, they are highly volatile. It's best, like Wendy always says, wait for it to hit the bottom, come down, and then catch that first run up on those coins. Absolutely,
then be stuck in them.
Yeah. If you're interested in a coin, or if it's a hyped coin it's starting on every exchange at the same time. You also can have a token info here, where you can actually visit the official website to make sure you're on the right coin. So if it's on another exchange, or if it's in Kucoin already, so you can transfer it here or whatever. Just make sure to have the legit coin, because as you know, on the DEX tools side, there are a lot of copies and stuff. So you don't buy the wrong coin.
Absolutely.
That's a
Matthias,
great tip. And we've talked a bit about that on different calls as well. Our own BTAP token, that happened to us. There's lots of BTAP tokens. And then on the MTT call the other day, when PayPal launched, they had 66 other coins with the same ticker. So
Exactly.
you have to be really careful which one. So that's a great tip. Thank you.
Yeah.
very,
sure.
very important. Thanks, Melissa Matthias. So much going on and so much that you've shared with us as well. That is really looking very attractive. And as you mentioned as well, from a KYC point of view, you just have to provide an email address. And we're sorry your internet was a little laggy, but we caught all of that, and our community has as well.
Okay.
I don't know, hey, Vix, Marcel, Wendy, Michelle, looking really exciting, really very fun. Heading over to MEXC.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
I've been downloading the watch lists and trying to find coins for the community, but I haven't actually opened up a wallet, so it might be a good time to start now.
Absolutely. Maybe next time we do this, Marcel will giving us feedback on his MEXC finding, or even Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Speaking of,
Well, we do have the bot running. The bot tips are now running on MEXC. We took some time, got the coder on it, and now we've added those for free to our 3.0 bot tips. So we've got coins running.
And the BB Rider.
And the BB Rider as well. So the BB Rider for, yeah. We've got some really interesting, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, and the 3.0 bot, the BB Rider, and there's something exciting coming
and something new, something very new.
Something that rhymes with John.
So watch for the announcement. Watch the announcement, because you'll all know really soon. In the next week.
I have a feeling that you might want to be on the call in 2 weeks' time when we do this again.
Yeah, you might get a little prezi. Go up and get a prezi.
I smell something. Something's cooking.
Yeah, we've been cooking on something.
Speaking about cooking, what's cooking in the market as we wrap up this ninth episode of the HODLNOTS Happy Hour Hangout? You want to give us an update quick?
Absolutely. I was going to give you a free snuggle call, but unfortunately, the market is very slow right at this particular moment. And you, as a trader, and this is what we teach you in HODLNOTS, is to be safe. Be a safe trader. And you're not always going to sit down and trade at the ideal time when the coins are running. The coins are running. We've got some really good coins running, but they're all just about at retracement stage. So if I call a coin right now, and I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to give you the free coins that are running, some of them that you want to keep your eyes on, knowing that they're just about at their top and they're going to retrace and then catch them on the next buy tag. So if I can share my screen. Okay, great. Can everybody see my screen?
We can
Is
see
it too big, too small?
That's good.
Is it good? Okay, great. So this is the HODLNATOR, and this is what we teach on the HODLNOTS course. And we teach you how to read all of these indicators and even more. But this right here, you can see I'm looking at DF, and it's got some decent liquidity on it, and you'll be able to find that on Binance. DF from the buy tag, if you bought this a couple days ago on the 13th, because the buy tag came in. Now I'm on the 4-hour time frame. It's actually gone up 17%. And this one is a slower gainer. So you can see here, that's a lot of candles, but 13% on the coin. But when you learn how to scalp trade, okay, you can make that in minutes and not hours. These are days on this coin. So this is one that you can see has been clearly going up, and it's still going up. And it looks really great on the 4-hour. But hey, let's look on the 8-hour. And you can see it's getting ready to cross, and this 200 is turning up. So that's a good sign. This whole setup looks beautiful. Okay, so you can see, but this little red candle is not really a red candle. Let me blow this up for you. That red candle is our TD sequential, which is on our HODLNATOR. And you can see that you're hitting the 8th and the 9th candle. So we're in like danger zone that you may or may not get. You may get a couple more candles that on the 8 hour, but you're overdue for a retracement. So watching for that next, for a real red candle is coming. And if we pop down to 1 hour, you can see that the sell tag is in. So when a coin going from buy tag to sell tag, a sell tag comes in, usually it means a retracement, and it means that you've reached the top, and now you've got to have this healthy retracement that's coming in. So therefore, the coin is trending in the up direction, okay, but it's due for a retracement. So you might want to keep your eyes on DF. Another coin is SEI. This is a new coin, and this is what we're talking about. Be careful of new coins coming out. So now, because we went over that with MEXC, that they've got some new coins getting ready to hit, sometimes they go down right off the bat. Because why? When they launch a brand new coin, people take their profits. Sometimes they go straight up in the air and they make insane gains, and you can profit really well right off the get-go, but you don't want to get stuck in these coins. So you can see this one, SEI came out today, and right off the bat, you would have lost 45% of whatever you put on there. Now it's leveled off, and you can see when we scalp trade. Now I'm on the 5-minute right here, and you can go from buy sell tags 23% in an hour. That's a lot more than DF. Can you see that? But now calling a coin snuggle off of a 4 hour, this is going up, and this is the current brand new candle. There is some hope for here, but we don't know whether we're due a retracement or not, because we don't have all of the indicators to read, and it's just a potluck on new coins. You don't know what they're going to do. And so you have to be able to read time frames. You have to be able to read retracements. You got to know how to read all these indicators. This is Barney here, and how to read him and know whether or not this is going to increase or not. So for that reason, we can go down to SEI. It's retracing right now. It's pulled away, and we're not really sure what it's doing. These indicators are just now coming in. So this is one you want to keep your eyes on, because it's a fairly new coin out there, and it can turn and make a nice gain. So the other one, the third one that I wanted to bring you was Blue Zell. Blue Zell has been one that we've been calling for days, and we've been on Blue Zell for a while. If you go on 4 hour right here, and you can see how easy it is to use the HODLnator buy sell tags and make some insane profits. That's over a 3-day period on a 4 hour chart. Blue Zell's gone 86%. It does its healthy retracement. You got another buy tag here, and right now you're at another 27% gain. So Blue Zell, by scalp trading every day, we can make money in coins. The market is slow right now. I mean, and you can tell there's only a couple coins on the top of what we call the food chain that are 10% and above for the day. So I mean, right now it's not that we can't find a coin. It's just that they're all not running. So we want to be in a market when they're running, but it depends. You can make money on coins running every single day. So this one right here is not going to make it. You can see that it had a nice help. We don't have the sell tag in yet, so we're definitely keeping our eye on this one. But this one again is a really good coin. I do believe that DTM Signals has still got some signals out. They called that coin, and they've got CP targets still set out on Blue Zell. So keep your eyes on that. I wanted to give you some free coins and share with you a little bit about what we do in HODLNOTS, as we teach beginners who know nothing about trading. So if you're interested in learning how to make supplemental income, make a life change, and do it for a living, we've got programs within HODLNOTS that will teach you, guide you along the way after the course. And yeah, it's exciting. So when I do have a coin snuggle, hopefully I'll have a coin snuggle for you next time. But right now we're at retracement stage.
We also, don't forget, we also teach long-term traders how to scalp. So it's not just for beginners.
Oh no, it's not just for beginners, but there's a lot of people out there I know that is on Twitch that they don't have any idea, and they're scared that they wouldn't know how to trade. And we take you slow and steady, and we teach you every single thing that you need to know with live support. So for those people who are seasoned traders, it's a different way of trading. It's totally different. So yeah, you either like it or you don't, but we can make money every single day.
Absolutely. And we got a bunch of students learning right now. And of course, you can go check out, like Michelle's dropped in the chat down below, check out our ecosystem, check out HODLNOTS. Some exciting developments coming up. Soon, we, of course, have got our HODLNOTS Premium. And like the ladies have said, we do teach those who trade on the longer time frames, high time frames, how to really read those time frames using the very powerful HODLNator. And you can apply everything from 1 minute scalping to a higher time frame snuggling, and obviously the intraday and day trades. Currently, the day trade masters call is on right now. They do a great job there on their side as well. And like Wendy was saying, the market going a little sideways at the moment, but I bet you, like Matt has been showing us, a bunch of coins running on MEXC. I haven't looked at what Elmo is doing. Elmo launched 6 minutes ago. I'm sure that's running. And another note that DF is also on MEXC, like Wendy pointed out on Binance. That's a great thing as well. There are a number of coins on a number of platforms and the exchanges as well. Matthias, thank you so very much for coming in today, sharing with us your insights around MEXC or MEXC. It's great to have that, and this is the power of HODLNOTS in our community, and bringing it all to you, our greater Bitcoin TAF community as well. Thanks to everybody joining on the show today. It will be edited and loaded up and shared on our socials again. Badger, thanks for the updates. Vix, Michelle, thank you for being on the call. Wendy, for sharing your insights as well.
And thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey, for that cool tip. Yeah.
Thank you so much as well for waking up early and sharing that great tip. Again, power of the community. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Watch out, something is cooking. Mama Bear is cooking up some salsa, something spicy, something to share with you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. I'm gonna share it next happy hour. Next happy hour, and I'll give treats away.
There'll be more drinks. We may even have some flaming Lamborghinis. I'm thinking. All right.
Margaritas. Here we go.
All right, everyone. Thanks again for joining. We'll catch you again in 2 weeks' time. It's been a pleasure. My name is John. I'll see you guys all soon. Ciao, ciao.